Yeah, I think, just my athletic ability, my competitiveness, my pass rush ability, just a bunch of things, for a big guy that are very uncommon. Yeah, and I've talked to a bunch of teams, yes, sir. Yeah, I believe so, yes, sir.
Bryan, where did
I can go back there anytime and just being a part of the national championship and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true to be here at the Combine. I've been playing football since I was 5 years old, so just to be out here with all the talent and seeing all these NFL teams out here is just a dream come true.
I did, man. People was like my brother. He's a great guy on and off the field, and I had a great relationship with him from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, football was my escape through a lot of things. Having, my teammates, my family, coaches, a lot of support all around me was definitely crucial during that time. And it motivated me just to push through and continue to go.
He was still a great person. He was great in the locker room. Even when he wasn't starting, he didn't work every single day and just waited for his opportunity.
Yeah, just going out to this combine, competing, doing everything. I think just showing everybody, a healthy me out here and just show them how I move, how I work. I think that'll help me a lot.
Bryan
sometimes, so I would say we probably see him more so than other head coaches, but I don't think amongst the players we talk about him.
Yeah, no, I feel great. I feel really, really good. So, yeah, I'm super excited.
I know him pretty well, actually. I've known him for about 2 years. We're actually training.
That's a tough question.
He goes by BY, I go by Byron.
Man, I would say just
he's a great guy.
Continue to chase after it. Things get tough, but just keep your head on right and continue to work. My favorite trash talker to play against. I think my favorite trash talker to play with is Ruka Rororo. I'll say that.
Yeah,
he's hilarious on the field.
We had a lot of guys in front of me, who were older and who
I have this.
They had their best season, their last year, and so I feel like I just had to do what I had to do, and being able to come in this year and have an impact and help my team win, it's been a lot of people.
Yeah, that's always play till the whistle. I've definitely prided myself on that in the past. Just continue to give effort and it's just making competitive plays. So
Bryan.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been playing football since I was 5 years old. It's been a dream of mine to play in the NFL, and I'm just super excited to be here.
Bryan, so have you talked to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and in that instance, have you had any conversations with Mike Tomlin? What is he like as a coach as well as a guy?
Yeah, I have talked to them. I've known Coach Tomlin for since my freshman year at Clemson. He's there all the time, so it was just like catching up with an old friend with him. He's a great guy, super easy to talk to, just a phenomenal coach.
I'm looking to do my job first and foremost, and then looking to make a play and just get where the ball is.
one play sums you up as a trainer, your favorite play, how
Yeah, it was great going up against
let me think.
He was a good player, a great person too, and we had battles for 2 years.
One play that comes to mind would be my freshman year against Boston College. I had a safety at the end of the game to kind of seal the game. Just showing relentless effort, my athletic ability and finishing the job.
Bryan, where do teams see you playing, more like free technique or out, closer to the edge?
Yeah, I think it kind of differs from team to team. I've kind of shown my versatility throughout college, playing a bunch of different positions. So I think it varies.
Bryan,
a lot of guys who I think are going to make a name for themselves this year.
They don't have anybody over 29 on their roster right now.
I would say I was a little bit surprised. I had been back there, and so I haven't really talked.
Yeah, I mean that'd be great. Super. A very young team, like you said, and they had a really good past year. Love playing with the team with a lot of energy and want to, and a lot of stuff to prove. So it'd be awesome.
I think I heard about it, but I think it came from a lot of people who weren't aware of what actually.
Coming in as a young player, I think your first responsibility is just to establish yourself and earn the respect of your teammates and your coaches, and that just comes through your work ethic and how you perform. So that'd be my first step.
During informal interviews, but I do have FaceTime calls.
Yeah, I think I'm a unique player with you know, I'm a big, athletic, strong player with just a super competitive drive to me with just a no quit attitude. I have. Yes, sir.
Advice on what to expect, how to handle everything that's coming my way. Just really
Trent's a great guy. Kind of quiet a little bit, kept to himself, but he's a great leader, a freak athlete who just has, can find the ball wherever it was, and just was all around the field, sideline to sideline. A great player, just somebody that you definitely want on your team. So.
Like I said, he's like a big brother. So it would be great to be up there. It would be great to be around Jonathan, all guys who played at Alabama who really set the standard. So it would be great to be around him.
Yeah, I think sometimes we get a little hate, not as much credit as we deserve, but I think a lot of guys are starting to kind of change that narrative. Like Caleb, a bunch of guys from the DMV now are coming out, are doing super well in the NFL or college, high school. So, it's super exciting to see all the local guys really succeed.
Bryan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bryan, you were a top recruit coming out of high school. You had it where you're considered one of the best defensive linemen in this draft class. But with that adversity that you faced, you weren't able to make the quote-unquote impact in the stat sheet, like some people will say. With talking to teams, how can you convince them, or how can you show that this potential that you have will also lead to production in the pros?
Towards the end of the season, I started, feeling much better, and into now this off season, and then, now to the combine. I think just going out here and like I said, doing everything out here, competing, will show a lot of people a lot of things.
It's going to be a great play this upcoming year.
We ran a ton of different things at Clemson. There were so many different schemes, played so many different positions. Ryan Kerrigan, Aaron Donald, obviously. Some of the things that he's able to do is incredible to watch. All those guys I really enjoy watching.
A specific move that I use, I use it on to set up a lot of stuff. I was set up on
Bryan, last year you had a tough loss.
I really like that.
How does that motivate you to do right by her and make
it was definitely a tough situation losing her. Just seeing her battle through cancer was tough. But just knowing what she went through motivates me every day. The fight that she put up and how much she loved watching me play, and that's something that definitely just motivates me to continue to work and do right by her, like you said.
I'm meeting with Mike Tomlin coming up before our pro day, and it would be great if I ended up going there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I plan to do as much as I can.
They've grown up watching them in the house, so I've watched them for years growing up, and it would be great to go up there and join that football. Do you feel like you're I would say it's great. Will and I are good friends on and off the field. I've been talking to them in here.
I think there's a few different different kind of impacts I've had on the game. Looking back to my sophomore year, those first 4 games, Georgia was a tough loss, but I think the whole D-line really affected that game. Georgia Tech as well that year. This past year, UNC, I think we were as a unit just everybody really effective in getting to the quarterback.
I think he had 17 sacks last year. Great at stopping the run. He had 30 tackles. He does everything.
Honestly, I feel comfortable everywhere. I've kind of played it all, whether it was in high school or in college. I've played from a 0 all the way out to a 5 technique. So, really, there's no preference for me, honestly. I feel comfortable pretty much everywhere.
It's tough to say, Bryce won the Heisman, so I don't want to take anything all away from
absolutely.
Bryce. But, I think Will definitely should have been in New York when they announced him. I have talked with Texas.
That was the year after COVID, so it was the first time where we had a full stadium playing Georgia. It was a great team. Getting out there and playing with those guys out there in a packed stadium for the first time was super special. It was a great atmosphere, a great game. Georgia ended up coming out on top, but it was a lot of fun.
The Raiders, the Eagles, and the
Bryan, you talked about your versatility. What do you feel like allows you to be versatile like that?
Yeah, I think definitely just I lean on my athletic ability and playing out on the edge as a 300-pound guy. That definitely helps. But then also playing inside, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, so I'm able to kind of play the run game inside, interior, but also rush the pass from the outside. So.
Learned a little bit more defense.